I wanted to, respond to this commenter who talks about how she was a former lover girl and she was burned. Hi, my name is Dr. Natalie Jones. I'm a licensed therapist. She says, I was a lover girl. It's so hard to let my guard down with everyone now because of it. Thank you so much for talking about it. Well, thank you so much for writing. You know, I'm a lover girl. I love love. I love relationships. I love when people are happy. I like watching engagements, proposals, weddings, all the things. I was a groomswoman, so I stood up for a male friend of a male colleague of mine at his wedding, all the things. So I love seeing it when it's healthy. It's wonderful. I love it. And yeah, my wish is for everyone to have some of that in their lives. And, that it can be, what the people are calling whimsical now. But, whatever. I'm all about it. So, one of the things that I will say is if you love love, you love being in love, you like all the things, what I will say is that what you need to do is you need to realize that that is a gift. And I've shared with you all before, and I'll do this little story, and I hope it makes sense. I've shared with you all before about, how when Christmas came around, my brother and sister, I thought I was being thoughtful, and I knitted them a scarf and a hat. So I made like handmade gifts. And, of course, it was like, we don't want that shit, girl, and threw it in the closet. It's cute. It wasn't even like bad looking or anything. It's just, they want the stuff that you buy at the mall. They want like the expensive stuff. They don't want that, and so um and so that's not their language. They don't want handmade stuff. They want the stuff that you buy. Give me money. Give me the material stuff. I don't want that. Stuff that you think you're doing that's thoughtful. I don't like it. And that's just what it is. And so I will say the same thing about being a lover girl. Being a lover girl is a gift. It is not meant to be shared with everyone. You have to manage it, and you can only exchange that gift with people who are like minded and see the value in it and who are reciprocal in both accepting your gift and giving back to you the same thing that you are giving to them. And so that is how I've managed to maintain and still be excited about seeing love, and Dr. Jones has been burned a number of times, okay? So it's not like, oh, I've gone through life and never had, I've got stories for days when it comes to love. But in order to maintain that, and I'm almost 47, and that is my answer is like, you have to be able to manage that stuff, only share it with people, family members, friends, um, you know, uh, other, lover partners, only share that gift with people who can appreciate it. Otherwise, they'll be thrown in the closet like my brother and sister saying, we don't want that shit, girl. And, mistreating you, mismanaging your gift and not seeing the value of it until you are long gone. And part of it is, life lessons that we have to learn to say, this is something that is special. It is a gift that I'm able to love, and want to see people in love. But I also understand not everybody's where I'm at. Not everybody is aligned with that or has experienced that. Some people think I'm stupid or goofy or whatever, because I believe those things, and that's not something that I could share. And I can appreciate how they feel too without putting them down and say, you know what, I have to find my tribe and focus that energy there. I have to focus love in a tribe that appreciates that. And so I hope that helps you in some way, but that's my response. So I hope you don't ever lose the lover girl, whatever you want to call it, and understand that it's not a bad thing to have it, but it is something that is sacred, and is something that has to be managed and can only be shared with people that are going to be trustworthy, that are going to value that and appreciate it. Thanks so much.